AI is reshaping the way business operates, driving innovation, improving efficiency, and sometimes even making critical decisions. But how can leaders truly give the power of AI while navigating its risk? Today, we have with us the author of Led Smart in AI Era, a book that dives deep into this challenge. Welcome to the print, sir.
Thank you, Nathan.
Amit Kumar Jain is the author of this book and also the director of operations at Delhi Metro. Sir, my first question to you is that how do you see AI augmenting human intelligence rather than replacing it?
Very good question. I would say we need to understand what machines are good at and what humans are good at. What are the capabilities of each and how we can synergize each other's capabilities. Machines are good at crunching lots of data. If I give you an Excel sheet having thousands of rows and columns, you'll not be able to make out anything. But machines can make out. And what humans are good at, they are good at critical thinking, they are good at emotional intelligence, they are good at creativity. And once data driven insight has been given by the machine, humans can make good decisions. So if we combine together the power of machine to crunch huge data and the power of humans to derive sense from this data, I mean it would be like 1 plus 1 is equal to 11. Here in my book I have discussed about freestyle chess. Freestyle chess was invented by Gary Kasparov, who was grandmaster way back in '97, chess grandmaster. In '97, he lost to IBM Deep Blue, but he thought that he understood that this machine is very powerful. So he invented this freestyle chess, which means that a human player take help of the machine to understand that what would be the possible moves by the opponent if I move something. So with the help of this machine, humans can play better chess. So this is one of the example that how humans can augment their capabilities. So in this era, we need to understand that AI is not to replace us, but AI is there to support us and to augment our capabilities.
Right. So, I have read a few chapters of your book. In this book, the shift towards outcome based models is a key theme in your book. How does AI contribute to this transformation?
So, as business leader, we need to understand what customers want. If I'm sitting here in an air conditioned compartment, I don't want air condition. I want comfort. I mean, if you are traveling in metro, you are not traveling for the purpose of traveling. You are traveling for the purpose of reaching your destination. So the key question here is what customers want. In the book, I have discussed a novel model by Rolls-Royce. They are the supplier of the air engines. They supply airplane engines to Boeing. Uh, they have come up with a model which is pay-per-use model. I mean, the engines that you are using, they charge based on flying hours, based on per flying hours. So they have come up with this model because they are able to monitor the machines, the engine on real-time basis through IoT sensors. They can analyze huge amount of data, do predictive analytics. So they are able to make sure that their engines are available for 100% of the time, and they charge for that. So these kind of outcome-based models are coming. So for the business leaders, they need to understand that in the AI era, you can also come up with the service-based models.
Right. Also, you emphasize the importance of data and data quality. How should organization approach data governance?
Data has become a new factor of production in traditional
And
economy.
data is also very important. If we
Yes,
see data is the new
oil or gold, we
yeah.
keep calling. Yeah. So in the traditional economy, we talk about four factors of production. That is land, that is about labor, that is about capital, and entrepreneurship. These factor of productions are those which helps in producing the things and improving the productivity. Today, data has become a new factor of production because it helps in optimization, improving the productivity, improving efficiency. So data has become a new factor of production. But like any other data factor of production, the quality of data is equally important. If we have call data as gold, we should know whether it is 22 karat gold, 24 karat gold, or 18 karat gold, or it is copper only. So it may be a yellow metal, but without any use. So for the business leaders, it is important that to understand data should be of good quality, which means it should be accurate, it should be complete, consistency should be there, uniqueness should be there. I have discussed two case studies of NASA failures because of the bad quality data. One is 1986 Challenger failure, which happened due to inconsistency in the data. They didn't use complete data while analyzing the impact of temperature on O-rings. Then I have discussed about Mars orbiter failure of 1998, which failed because uh, when data was being transferred from one system to other systems, they were using different units, and that's how this Mars orbiter failed. So I mean, for a business leader, it is again a challenge also that we need to understand whether this data is of good quality. We should develop a data framework to make sure that data what is coming from different sources is of good quality and usable.
And how AI helps optimizing data or analyzing data? So
AI can also be used in assessing the quality of the data. Like if there are some missing gaps, AI can fill those gaps. AI can tell this data is not of good quality. There are outliers. There are missing things. So AI can also help in bridging those gaps and identifying those gaps. Right. Personalized marketing is transforming customer engagement. How should business leverage AI while maintaining the trust? Because trust is very important in business. Yeah, so personalized marketing, let's talk about first personalized marketing. In the marketing business, there are 4 P's of marketing. Flip Kotler has given this theory of 4 P's of the marketing, that is product, price, place, and promotion. So, how you market the things, you do customer segmentation based on certain parameters like demographics, income preferences, and then you promote your product or services based as per the customer segmentation need. But today we are living in an era where every person is unique, so we need to do micro segmentation, which means that every person's unique preferences, unique needs are to be met. Like if you go on websites, Google, Amazon, you get personalized recommendation. How it is happening? It's happening because they are analyzing. They see that what you are browsing. In fact, I say that machines know more about you than you yourself or your parents or sometimes if we I was talking to a friend and I was talking to buying a bag. I was talking her over a phone call, and suddenly when I opened my Facebook, I was seeing the ads of bags. Yes, yes. So actually, your machines are listening to you. Your mobile is listening to you. Your Alexa at the home is listening what you are talking about, and you get personalized recommendation. That is the 5th P of personal marketing. But again, there is a challenge because it's like breach of privacy. Yeah. It's introducing you in your private life. So for a business leader, it's important to offer personalized recommendations, personalized solutions, but not at the cost of the privacy. So it is again a challenge, and we need to make sure that privacy is not being breached. Also, you have talked about importance of adaptability in your book and swift change in the book. Could you please explain through some examples so our viewers can understand better? There is a famous saying that constant is the only change is the only thing that is constant. Right. But today, change has become very, very fast, and the business leaders need to adapt to that change. I have talked about 2 case studies in my book, how big companies, have failed because they could not adapt to the changing environment. Like Kodak. Kodak started with their films and cameras way back in late 1800, and they were the leaders. They were called Google of that era. Their motto, their tagline was, "You click the button, we'll do rest." But today, Kodak is nowhere. Why? Because they could not compete with the digital cameras, digitalization. But you would be surprised to know that Kodak engineer was the first one to who invented digital cameras in 1975. Wow. But their management said that this is of no use. People do not like to see their photos on screens. They would like to have photos on the physical papers. So they were not adaptive, you are saying. So they actually discarded the idea of the digital camera. And now we are seeing the digital cameras everywhere. Digital camera is there. Likewise, Nokia. My first mobile was Nokia, and in late 90s, Nokia was the leader. Right. But they could not see that this touch screen technology is going to change everything. They were more focused on their hardware. They didn't see that what customers want. They want flexibility. They want good user interface, which was being provided by the touch screen. So, for the business leaders, my point is that we have to adapt very fast. Gone are the days when we used to wait that when the technology will be established, then only we will adapt. adopt it. We have to be early adopters. We have to adapt to the fast changing environment. Otherwise, we'll be too late and we'll be kind of like late.
Right. So when we talk about AI, when people talk about AI, the most fear is that AI will eat our jobs. What will be the future of jobs in the AI era? I have seen the reports that AI can do the coding, AI can write, AI can do everything. So the companies might not need humans.
Yes, yeah, yeah. This is a very tricky question and lots of debate going on. This question of whether AI will replace humans. My take so far is that AI will change the nature of the jobs. It will not take away humans' job or it will not replace humans. Of course, there are many kind of repetitive jobs which can be easily done, efficiently done by the machines. But when it comes to the like emotional intelligence, I have discussed about one case where Russia would have fired nuclear arsenals on America without AI. If it was totally dependent on AI, it was emotional intelligence of the person who was in charge of those nuclear arsenals who saved the world. Otherwise, there would have been World War III. So, human in AI, that is emotional intelligence, will stay. Humans' jobs will stay, but we will have to continuously change. We will have to adapt to the this changing environment. We will have to engage in continuous learning. So, my take is that the nature of the job will change, but humans will remain relevant. And
But the quantity can be.
yes, initially there would be some kind of
Now even
slowdown.
I was talking to an engineer friend, so he was saying that now AI can do the coding as well. So they might not need as many engineers that they do now in
Yeah,
present.
that's very true. In fact, if you see, coding is the most monotonous work. For the if you talk of the software engineers, they say that it's very monotonous. They are not interested in their job because coding is like you are writing some code and same thing you are doing again and again. But again, these machines will have to be told how to write those codes. I mean, somebody is developing AI also,
Right.
open AI. You see,
You're
there are
saying AI needs instructions.
AI needs instructions, AI needs to be trained, lots of training data is required. Yes, AI can do write codes, but somebody will have to write AI also. So that way, if you go to the schools, engineering college these days, you'll find there are number of seats for the data science, uh, AI in engineering and AI. So these number of seats are increasing. Now they don't have seats for the civil engineers. I am a civil engineer, but I know the nature of the jobs are changing. Now we need more people who can work in the field of AI.
Right. What role will emotional intelligence play in the AI driven future of work?
So as I discussed earlier, what humans are different from and how humans are different from the machines. AI is one of the things. We can understand the context. We can see we are able to connect the dots and we can work with the teams. So, like if we have to, I have to get work done from humans. I need to understand their emotions. I need to understand my emotions. So, AI will be the differentiating factor between machines and humans in the future to come. It would be kind of USP for the humans.
So, this is my last question to you. What would you want to say to the people who want to work in the AI led era, who want to establish themselves as a businessman?
So first thing I would like to say that there is nothing to be scared of AI. AI is there to help you. AI is there to support you and augment your capabilities. We need to understand that from where we can learn about AI, how we can use our AI in our day-to-day life. As a business leader, you need to take help of AI, and you also need to support your employees, your team, with the help of AI. They need to be trained on AI. Like in Daily Metro, we are training our people on AI. So, as business leaders, we need to see how to take help of the AI rather than getting scared of it.
Thank you so much for this insightful information, sir. For more such insightful interviews, please subscribe to The Print.
At the end, just I would like to add that the views that I have presented in this talk, they are my personal views. They are not representative of my organization or government of India.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you.